Social media, websites, news, our lives are filled with an abundance of images. Interestingly, the same picture might appear on different websites or social media platforms. Due to the differences in media parameters, the same image may show certain variations, such as color differences or being enlarged or reduced. Based on this, I made a publication. It simulates the various scenarios that the same image might present when we reach it on different media. The same photo, when downloaded, uploaded, or reposted, may be resized. Or perhaps there was a misalignment resulting in the loss of some images, and even a decrease in resolution due to differences in parameters. Hito mentioned in her article Too Much World, Is the Internet Dead?, that images are no longer used to record objective things or to express subjective emotions. Its function has changed. Images have become the primary factor driving the development of events, shaping and influencing people, landscapes, politics, and social systems. As a tool, how does the media use images to intervene in our lives? Fragmentation. This is the term I use to describe the images we meet. Whether it is the quality of the image or the completeness of the image, social media creates the illusion of equal access to image rights. In fact, the fragmented approach to things to some extent prevents us from accessing the truth. This brings me back to a situation in publications, the mosaic. As a common image processing method that we often meet, I began to ponder what a mosaic means. In general, mosaic is used to hide some privacy, but in a different way, it is used as a censorship tool to control the clarity of an image and to weaken its visual expression. Thomas responded to this hidden structure behind the image. Unlike the way social media handles things, Thomas has kept these terrifying traces, and for the irrelevant part, a mosaic effect was used. He satirized the media's covert protection and argues that images of the bodies are so important because they imply a commitment to the war effort. In Thomas' article Depixelation, he also mentioned, an image needs to be pixelated or partly pixelated in order to be real. Pixelation has taken over the role of authenticity. A partly pixelated image looks more real and is accepted as a result. This made me realize that the mosaic is important. As for what is hidden within the mosaic, it could be anything. This is a photo I found online. What is the mosaic hiding? Snacks? It is possible. And what about this one? Coffee? This is the original image. I replaced part of the original photo with other images. Mosaic is interesting because it both reveals and obfuscates something at the same time, leaving in suspense of final interpretation. At the same time, it is funny because it no longer seems to make sense, and interpretations of it are just lies behind an unwillingness to tell the truth. How does graphic communication design, as a tool, reveal the hidden workings of power and its unfairness? I hope to bring some specific events into my context. 2003, the United States invaded on the grounds that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. And the truth is that Iraq did not have such weapons. Another similar story is that Osama bin Laden is suspected of having caused the 9/11 attacks. However, FBI spokesman Rex Storm stated that there is no concrete evidence to prove that bin Laden was involved in the 9/11 attacks. The actions of the United States reveal the way in which power operates. It conceals some potentially unjust actions under the guise of justice. I created a wanted poster of Osama bin Laden based on information from the FBI's official website. I used weaving so that the image could show bin Laden, portraits of other characters, and the mosaic effect. I added non-human elements such as animals and fruits to exaggerate the idea that an apple can be woven into an enemy when power needs to make an enemy. As for the mosaic, it is a means of censorship. A means that can be communicated to the general public to cover up unspeakable acts by rights organizations such as the government. What comes next? It forces me to keep asking. Why do we cover? And why do we reveal? What happens when the covering fails?